Many thanks for staying with us here on News Today to some more stories now. And we'll continue with our citizen journalist reports under the Joy News and Star Ghana project, Poverty and Politics. Now, a citizen journalist and a nurse, Joseph Fanuel Amuzu from the Adaklo district, is reporting on how some communities around the Toje River get flooded anytime it rains. Now, activities in communities around the river come to a halt as residents are cut off from the market, hospital and school in Waya, the administrative capital.
Adaklo Waya is the administrative capital of the Adaklo district. Anytime it rains, the Toje River overflows its banks, and communities around Waya like Boji, Toda, Patove and Amfoy are cut off. The perennial flooding takes a toll on the socio-economic activities of the community. Market activities come to a halt because cars can't move and people can't cross the river with their goods to Waya. Lablulu Tegbeza, the fifth, is the chief of Waya.
Unfortunately, we are facing a natural disaster at the moment. That is, our roads are flooded again and we cannot access it. Waya happens to be the district capital, but now people surrounding us cannot come to Waya for anything. And even the workers at the district assembly, most of them who stay outside Waya cannot come to work. For instance, today is a market day at Waya, but the farmers cannot come because the road is flooded. School children who stay beyond the rivers cannot come to school. We have a school on the road to Amfoy. All the pupils cannot go to school and they are all in the house. So I am still appealing. This is a natural disaster. I am appealing to government to come to our aid. Farms are flooded and I am anticipating that there will be hunger in the future because here our staple food is maize, cassava, etc. and it's flooded. And for cassava, you cannot stand water for a month and the whole thing is gone. So we are appealing.
Benis Agbolosu, a trader at Waya Market, says her colleague sellers from the adjoining towns in Waya are unable to come to the market.
We, the Waya people, are the only ones in the market. The other sellers from Boji, Toda, Amfoy, Batovi are not here because of the rains, and the roads in the other towns have become unmotorable, so they cannot get here. Sales are very low. We are the only people in the market. The roads are flooded.
The Toje River overflows its banks anytime it rains. It destroys everything in its path. Communities are sometimes flooded for weeks. We cannot even access our farms. It has destroyed everything in its path. If someone is sick, we can't take them to the hospital. I want government to do something about the flood.
Ernest Kugbajo.
I am a student of King's Academy. I am at home because the road leading to my school has become inaccessible.
Citizens Journalist Report by Joseph Fanuel with support from Star Ghana.
Now, the refugee situation in sub-Saharan Africa continues to soar as a result of crisis in Central African Republic, Nigeria, South Sudan, Burundi, and Yemen. Now, as of October 2016, the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees indicated that nearly 70 million people around the world have been forced out of their homes due to conflicts. A third of them said to be refugees. Now, nearly 200,000 of these refugees live in the Kakuma refugee camp in Kenya. Sarah Mablade Souza was in Kenya recently and has come through with this report on the life of one such refugee, John Ukech, at the camp.
A queue of hungry refugees, both young and old, waiting for hours to receive food rations. Driven by hunger, they wait anxiously by this fence for when it will open. This is John Ukech. He limps because of a bullet wound he sustained as a rebel fighter during the Sudan War. He has just received his ration for the week, about 5 kilos of cereal.
I came here in 2002 during the fighting of the Sudan fighting in Kapweta. That time I was shooting in my leg. This one is my achievement. This is the grade of E of English C and Kiswahili because it's not my language. I get E here and mathematics C minus and what one sign C plus and social study D. Again, the time I was in Fampo, this is the thing I was giving to me. In full, for I finished Fampo this 2015. I need to the part of the doctor, to be a doctor to help the community and relative and plus.
There's, however, a reduction in their cereal ration per month due to Bamba Shakula, an electronic financial assistance introduced in August 2015 to help better the living conditions of all eligible refugees under the World Food Programme. John and his brothers take turns in collecting ration.
According to the culture of the Luo, we are grouping together because after my home now we are come with our brothers, because sometimes maybe in my place I don't have food. That is, we going for our brother. Yeah, I get food. Tomorrow for another person we get food.
John has 3 wives and Cecilia is the second. John lost his big brother during the civil war in South Sudan 13 years ago. He is now responsible for Cecilia, his late brother's wife. She is currently pregnant for John. Cindy is 19 years old and John's 3rd wife. She's also pregnant and he's under pressure to provide for the entire family. John is not happy about Bamba Shakula as his current food ration does not see the end of the month.
After 15 days, we are having food. As of now, until now, things they are changing. Now they staying 1 month. You giving the food. Now we are in condition. Even the time the Bamba Shakula come, now people they are suffering now because of Bamba Shakula. We don't like now Bamba Shakula.
Yes, we don't know, but we don't have any food. For refugees, they cannot be able to giving us the food. They're giving us the small food and not be enough to people at home.
David is John's nephew. He plays soccer.
Sometimes we are liking some let me say some uniforms, playing shoes, all that. Also, as you can see the field. When it's raining, the field is muddy.
Very nice.
With his determination, John hopes to get a good job and transform his fortunes and that of his entire family. He is also considering birth control so that he can realize his dreams.
And that was a report by Seram Abla de Souza. You're watching News Today here on your Joy News channel Multi TV. It's also available on your Go TV channel 144 and your DSTV channel 421.